Get ready. We're going viral. Get ready. We're going viral.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another installment of the Viral Podcast. I'm your host, Chelcie Lynn.
And I'm your host, Paige Ginn. How are ya doing?
How's everybody doing? Thank you for tuning in to another installment of the program. We appreciate you guys being here, helping us take over the world.
Yes, thanks for joining this channel. We have great things to tell you. Big news.
We've got an exciting episode. I got to start off. I want to start off strong right now. I'm freaking out because right when Maggie got here, she said Alan came to visit me last night.
And not my dad.
And not Paige's dad. If you guys are unfamiliar, there is a ghost in Maggie's house. I go into detail in a vlog about everything. If you want to catch up on that, go to Chelcie Lynn Vlogs on YouTube. It's like the fourth video down. Check that out. We have not heard this. Maggie said Alan came to visit last night, and I said, hold on, wait, because I want to be surprised for this on the pod. So, Maggie, what happened?
Okay. So, I go to bed about 11:30.
And Alan hasn't visited you. You haven't had anything happen in a long time.
In a long time. It's been pretty quiet. I haven't felt nothing. Everything's been good.
Okay.
So, yesterday, we're getting ready to move and everything. So, me and Lola are packing up and going through the house and stuff, getting everything ready for the move. And I'm sitting there and I go to bed. It's like 11:30. And I do everything, get in bed. I have to sleep with the eye mask on, so I put my eye mask on, and I'm just laying there.
Uh-huh.
And,
Oh, boy.
like, 3 minutes later, I hear Kevin growling, like, "Rrrr."
Yeah.
And he doesn't ever do that. He's not a barker.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't growl. He doesn't really make any noise.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I heard him growling, I felt something. Like I could feel somebody standing there
Yeah.
by my bed.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, God. So, like, I opened my eye mask and everything, and I'm looking around, and he's, like, alert, like, staring.
Kevin is.
Kevin or Alan?
Kevin. And he's, like, staring,
Yeah.
at the wall. He's, like, growling. And I was like, okay. So I just go back to sleep.
The wall towards your, like he's looking at the closet, or where's he looking at? I wanna know.
I'm laying in bed, and it's to the left.
Okay.
So
He's
he's like
looking like
looking.
Brett.
I have a big mirror over there and everything.
Yep, okay.
And he's looking at that wall.
Okay.
Just
Like
growling.
when Brett looks at the wall.
Yeah.
That's Kevin.
Okay.
So obviously I'm used to it. I'm not really freaked out. Put my eye mask back on. I go back to sleep. I'm just kind of laying there, and I hear another growl.
Mm-hmm.
Except for this time, it wasn't Kevin.
What the fuck?
This was like the weirdest noise I'd ever heard in my life. It freaked me out so bad. I thought the kids were I was like, oh, their TV's on, or they're up doing something and something drops. Like I was trying to
think of what it
think
could
of
be.
something that it could be besides what it really was. I knew what it was, but I got up and like I walked through the house and the kids were asleep.
Okay, hold on. When you heard the growl, it sounded like it was coming in from the room with you.
Uh-huh.
What if it was your stomach?
Stop. It was in the room.
Loud, or you barely heard it, or what?
What did it sound like? Make the noise.
It wasn't loud, but it was like
Enough that you knew it was something.
yeah. And it came from like the area where I could feel his presence.
Can you do an impersonation of it?
I'm not going to be able to sound anything like, because this was freaky.
Oh.
As soon as I heard it, I knew what it was. I was like, God damn, why'd you do that?
Oh.
So then Kevin,
Jesus Christ.
so I'm sitting there, I'm literally just sitting in bed, and Kevin's like perched up, like, growling. And I'm like, shit, man. Well, there's nothing I can do about it.
Right.
So I just go to sleep.
And it didn't bother you the rest of the night?
I could feel it,
Yeah.
but I guess he got used to it and just went to sleep. Kevin went to sleep.
You said you got up and walked around the house. What, just to make sure that something...
Wasn't up.
I was like, I wonder if that was like a TV or, or the kids up doing something. Yeah, they were asleep. It was all quiet. Everything was off. It was pitch dark.
Was it a quick growl? Did it last long?
It was almost like...
Like
Stop.
the Grudge.
Don't do that again. Don't fucking do that again.
That's like the
Don't
Grudge.
fucking do
It
that
was
again.
not Kevin either.
Stop!
Except-
Stop! Paige, stop!
Except it wasn't so... like, it was more like a deep roar.
Ugh.
But it wasn't Kevin.
I'm going to say what everybody's thinking. That's demonic!
What if it was Damien? He's like,
But here's the thing. I've never felt unsafe. I've never... until last night.
damn.
Ghosts don't growl.
Well,
Last night was the first night I got fucking scared.
maybe because Maggie ghosts people. That's why she's getting fucking ghosted. Who knows? Something.
And that's it, my exact thoughts. As soon as I heard it, I was like, that's not Alan.
My heart's pounding. You should feel my heart out of my chest right now.
Alan wouldn't do that to me.
Growling Alan.
Growling Alan. It was Alan.
Because
He was growling.
if y'all knew Alan, the whole story, go watch the YouTube video. The whole story is...
And it's a pretty badass story. Like, it's so cool.
Yeah.
Alan moves things, and like the cameras always change when things are moved.
Well, and I'll make it quick, but they had, had things move, felt weird things, but nothing like scary or anything. And then Lola went to school one day and said nothing to her teacher about anything. And she went up to the desk to ask for a pencil, and the teacher, long story short, said, "Hey, I don't want to freak you out or anything, but you have a ghost living in your house. I can feel him on you. I can whatever."
And this lady knew everything about this man. His name,
the fact that his wife died, and that Lola's bedroom was his wife's craft room. So he goes in there because he misses her and moves things around.
She knew the layout of the house.
She knew the exact layout of the house. You walk in, here's the bed. Like, she knew the exact layout. Lola came home from school and was like,
Freaked out.
Freaked out.
I don't want to freak you out,
And she's-
but
She was the second medium that had told us
Yes.
about this man. So
That's
it
a
wasn't just
trip.
her. She confirmed what the first one said, which was wilder.
the first one, the guy working on the house, he had done some work before they moved in, fixed the floors, stuff like that. His wife, who is my best friend's sister, long story short, she came over to help him with stuff. They drove up from Chattanooga to do the floors, and she had called, I can't remember if she called me or Greg told me or something, and she might have told me, I think, and she said, "Hey, I just want to let you know that you guys have an old man spirit in the house and all this
Whoa.
stuff." And we're like, okay. I didn't say nothing to Maggie or the girls because I didn't want to scare them. And then months later, y'all.
Well, the day
freaky.
I moved in and I got into town and I got to the house, they were there working on it, and she told me.
the person working on it was like,
yeah.
She
Freaked
goes,
out.
"Hey," she was like, "I went through the house." She was telling me the vibes of all the rooms and everything, and she was like, "There is an old man spirit in here." She goes, "He's very nice. I don't get any bad vibes from him, but I'm just gonna let you know he's here."
Well,
Wow.
let's just hope that Alan was playing with Kevin and he was growling back.
yeah, he was
That's
just,
what I was thinking.
oh my
I
gosh.
was like, "What if he's just growling back at Kevin?"
Let's hope so.
I don't know. I would just say, get the hell out of there.
Chelsea, this sound though, when I heard
Stop.
it,
No, he's not playing.
I
Get out
wanted
of
to
there.
get the kids out of bed and fucking leave. Because
Uh-huh.
I've never been so scared in my life.
I wouldn't have been able to just hop back in bed and go to sleep.
Well, I was like, what am I going to do? I can't just, like,
Go out
it's
to the
late. I got
couch,
to be up in
though.
the morning.
Oh my
Maybe
god.
he's horny. Yeah, some
That
dildos.
growl,
Yeah,
the growl is fucking weird.
just have fun
That-
with him.
I-
And it was obvious it was not Kevin.
I don't think I would have been okay. If
I
heard-
wasn't.
If I heard, if I heard a growl,
The growl
I
is,
don't think.
I don't think I never got into a deep sleep. I just kind of was laying
There's
there
no
all
way.
night.
I'm surprised you didn't text me.
Well,
Yeah.
Hey, honeys, Alan's here.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't want to make it a big deal. I was kind of like, if he is sitting here watching me, I want him to know I'm not freaked out and I'm just going to lay here and go to bed.
He's going to watch me sleep. Damn.
So, yeah, I was like, I wonder if he's mad or he's like brought back up because we're packing.
Yeah. Which can
I know, and I've heard,
trigger ghosts and stuff.
he
Because
knows
they
we're
like-
leaving.
Dude, if ghosts watch me, all they see me do is rubbing one out.
Yeah, and eat and watch TV and
If I feel
scroll.
if I feel the presence of a ghost, I'm gonna give you a show.
Your
Like, what are
ghost
they
would be like,
thinking?
damn, she can scroll.
What if you're sitting there like rubbing one out? What do they think? Do they know what you're doing? Are they like?
Eat a hand.
I don't know. I watched the movie Ghost. Gosh, dude, my right eye will not stop twitching.
You okay, honeys?
Hey, honeys.
Sty coming in.
Got the lobotomy here.
Stop.
Oh my gosh, I did see something else about a rod. They used to do it to get rid of evil spirits.
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah.
We should get rods then.
No.
Yeah. You need a rod. Go hit Alan with that
Stop.
rod.
Eat a rod
Well,
in your life.
Here's the thing. You'll be out of that house soon. Maggie's moving into the house that I just moved in. We have a whole little.
Yeah.
Me and Beth just moved into the cabin down the road. This house and this podcast studio. This will be Lola's room. We have a new podcast studio coming soon. So you'll be out of there in what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, hopefully.
Mm-hmm. Alan got comfortable.
You know, though, I'm scared. Like, what if he attaches himself to us? Because they do that.
He's just gonna chill
And
on
they
the green
can-
couch
and
all
he
the
can
way out there.
come.
Well,
No.
we can have Becky's sister come up
And do a cleanse.
and she would love to do that because she helped Gayla with her
And she did. It did leave after that.
and because we have a whole nother story and now we got to tell it because we can't just say that and then people are gonna be like, wait, what happened there? So this was a few years ago, 2-3 years ago. I was at my aunt's house and I was upstairs alone by myself. I just went to bed and they had been in the house a couple years, 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
But her cousin, my aunt's cousin, came to live with her, and she stayed with her for a while, about a year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she committed suicide. Not in the house, though. She did it elsewhere. But my aunt, and I didn't know this at the time. I knew this after. But at the time, my aunt said that as soon as, right after her cousin committed suicide, she started hearing weird things upstairs. Nobody's upstairs. It's just my aunt and uncle in the house. They don't go upstairs. She was hearing like furniture moved around, people walking, so anyway, I came over to spend the night to visit, and I was spending the night. She never told me anything about this. Kind of wish she would have warned me.
I know.
But she goes, I didn't want to say anything to anybody because I wanted people to, if they were to experience something, experience on their own without my input.
Yeah.
So I went to bed one night, and my aunt and uncle go to bed at like 8 p.m. So I went to bed, the normal, 11, midnight. I go upstairs, I go to bed, I'm laying in bed, I'm kind of dozing off, and I just hear someone walking right outside the door. Like I'm talking, I could hear the wood.
Yeah.
I could
Creak.
start over there and walk all the way
Mm-mm.
and then stop and walk all the way. And I woke up and I go, what is she doing? And they just kept walking back and forth. And I kept thinking, what is she doing? She went to bed like 3 hours ago, and for a few minutes just, and you heard the footsteps, you heard the floor creak, all this stuff. And I'm like, so I finally just dozed off, went to sleep. So the next morning I come downstairs, she's in the kitchen. I go, what were you doing last night? She's like, what are you talking about? I go, you were like walking back and forth in front of the bedroom door. And she looks at my uncle and they both got like white. And I go, what? What is it? Is it a fucking ghost?
It's your aunt.
And that was pretty much it. So she had called my best friend's Becky's, shout out to Becky. I know you're listening, honeys. Love you. Thank you for listening to the pod.
Oh,
Her sister, Sarah, who I guess feels things, senses things, etc. And Sarah had, and my aunt, who does not believe in this shit, by
No.
the way. My aunt is a good Southern Christian Baptist lady who does not believe in ghosts, does not believe in mediums, does not believe in any of that shit.
until it happens to you.
Right.
And even now, she'll say, I don't believe in any of that shit, although Sarah helped her get rid of the spirit. Anyway.
She turned white.
So Sarah had they had multiple phone conversations. They cleansed the house. I don't know exactly what they did. And
Saged it.
yeah, Gayla was like, I haven't heard anything since. So.
But Gayla also just moved into a house where a guy committed suicide in the bathtub.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, I did know that.
Yeah. I was going to say,
Oh, Lord
Yeah,
Jesus.
had Paige know and you didn't.
Yeah, I was like, really? Because you were standing right there when she told us that. Oh,
Now that you say that, I remember that. So.
Well, my uncle, his brother, is moving out of their house because they keep finding their upstairs table just turned upside down. And they're like, it doesn't just fall over because the tablecloth is still right underneath it, like perfectly. So they're like, what the fuck is going on? And then
Chills.
finally, a couple days ago, he was running up the stairs, and he's a cop, but he ran up the stairs and he could sense something behind him, and he turns around and he's like, the ghost looked so fucking evil. So now they're selling their house.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's seen it.
Yeah, he's like, I saw it, and I turned around on the stairs and looked down, and he was there just standing.
Hell no.
And he looked real evil.
If I've seen Alan, that's a different story. I would
Yeah.
probably be like, what the? Depending on what he looked like.
I've been hearing a lot of stories lately about ghosts, like being,
Yeah.
you can start to see, I don't know what it is, what realm, whatever the hell's going on, but
And maybe if I had a
Scary.
nightlight on, I could see him, but it's always
Yeah.
so dark in my room.
get a blue light.
I know.
Oh my gosh. We will keep y'all updated. If Sarah comes to do a cleanse or anything of that nature, I'll vlog it. We will keep you updated because I get people DM me about the ghost almost every fucking day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people, if you go to TikTok, I'd posted like a moving vlog and half the comments are like, is Maggie moving from the ghost house? Are you going to rent the ghost house out? Any new, people are very interested. So we will keep you updated.
Yeah.
Creepy.
So, cool.
So-
Wow.
So strange because you can't even really see them. So very strange.
You
Okay.
got to talk to him.
Yeah.
That was a big thing that Sarah told Gayla. She was like, just tell her it's okay to go and,
All
just
right,
talk to
pack
her.
your bags.
Start recording.
Time's up.
Vlog.
Dude, start recording this vlog. Dude,
You're on fanny pack cam.
you're on fanny pack cam.
Yeah.
Dude, no, next time you hear a growl, just go, don't start that shit. I'm trying to sleep.
I will.
Yeah.
I better not hear another one, though.
Maggie.
But you don't really want Alan to stay in the house because you still own that house too. So it's like he's got to go.
Well, we're going to rent the house out long term.
Do you tell the renters? Hey, there's
I
some
think
activity.
I think you only have to say something if they ask.
I know. I don't know. Some people don't care. Some people don't. Now, listen.
A lot of people would rent it just because
Yes.
of the spirit.
Yes.
That is huge.
Now, if it was violent,
Right.
and I would probably sell the house. I probably wouldn't. I couldn't have that conscience on me. But you're right. A lot of people would probably.
Oh, yeah.
My plan is to rent it out long term until I can afford to. There's some things I want to do to it, and then I would love to turn it into an Airbnb in the future. So,
Speaking of this conversation, though, one more thing. My aunt was just chilling at home, and all these people started showing up with flowers and stuff. And they're like, what the hell's going on? Turns out that my aunt's friends live in the house that the Lori Daybell chick where they, killed her husband.
mm-hmm.
And they found that out just, a couple
What?
weeks ago. Or, once they found out about the kids
Isn't that
dying
wild?
and stuff. Yeah.
They rented out a house and had no clue,
Yeah. So
Ugh.
they
Where
didn't
she
know,
killed
and that's
her.
Mm-hmm.
In
in
Arizona.
Yeah,
Yep.
and that's a high profile case, and they didn't even tell
Yeah.
them.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have to speak up about Alan.
I probably won't say anything. If it was a violent, spirit, I probably would.
Mhm.
I couldn't just let a family move in and not. I
The
couldn't.
Conjuring.
I couldn't do it. Yeah. Wow, Maggie,
Wow.
I wasn't expecting you to tell me you heard a growl.
Yeah. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Thank you for that.
Oh, should we let that dude talk?
Yeah, I guess we've been doing a lot of talking. Maybe we should let somebody else talk for a minute. I
Oh
think.
yeah.
So I watched a movie the other day about a lobster, and so I started kind of just looking into lobsters, and they're actually pretty cool. They don't die of cancer. They live to 100. But an interesting fact about lobsters is, when they're uncomfortable, they hide and they shed their exoskeleton to grow. And that's kind of like what we need to do as well. Be more like lobsters, It might feel weird to grow, you want to hide, but, the only thing constant is change, right? Okay. And, yeah, I need that pen. The pen? Okay. Anybody ever notice that the moon is the same size as the sun? Well, it's not the same size, but it's 400. It's 400 times further. The sun is farther away than the moon, but they're the exact same size.
Brett, it's your dad. Time's up. Lean back.
Damn.
Can I just say, I read a comment not too long ago that said, I think it's very disrespectful when Chelcie and Paige laugh during Brett's lean forward segment. That's the whole point, fuck face.
Well, even if it wasn't the point, come on. He's talking about, have you ever noticed that the sun and the moon are the same size? Well, they're actually not, but, that's funny.
It's funny shit.
Yeah.
Now, if he
They
was
line up
talking,
perfect.
if he was talking about something serious or, something that was not appropriate to laugh at, we probably wouldn't laugh.
Oh, yeah, read the lean forward.
But come on, man. Wow.
Chelsea, people will get hurt about.
Oh.
Chelsea kind of had to stop reading comments.
Oh, I
and stuff. She
100%
gets
did.
Hey, honey's high blood pressure there.
Hey, honey's obesity here.
If you didn't laugh, people would get mad that you didn't laugh.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
People are going to freak out about this, too, because I still haven't gotten to the gyno, but when we filmed that one show that never got released.
Pletplix.
On Pletplix.
On Pletplix.
Mm-hmm.
This doctor came in, and he's,
yeah.
doing all these things for each of us. We had to take turns one by one going back to the room.
We had to do a full physical
Yeah.
before we could start filming. Go ahead.
Just in case, yeah. So then, Chelsea goes, and she comes back, and she's like, I'm like, how'd it go? Oh, he told me I have high blood pressure.
No,
And
he
then
told me my blood pressure was creeping up, and if I didn't watch, it was on the border, and if I didn't watch it, I was gonna have high blood pressure.
And then our other friend comes back, Ivy. She's like, he told me I have low blood pressure. And then I came back, and I'm like, yeah. Oh, we were all saying, hey, honeys. And then I was like, hey, honeys, heart murmur here. He told me I have a heart murmur. Check up on it. Never have. So there's that, too.
So we should probably get that taken care of, checked out.
People are going to get worked up.
Oh, yeah. We need to get you to the doctor, honeys.
But how come nobody knows about this stuff and then that guy just rolls up? I think they just hired whoever.
Just to say something.
Our EMTs, dude, they just found these guys,
Yeah.
in the local gas station.
Yeah. For real.
My gosh.
Couple things before we're gonna do 2 truths and a lie, but before we do 2 truths and a lie, I want to, a few episodes ago, we talked about, real quick, I want to say, we talked about waxing Brett's butthole. He has agreed. We have an appointment set up. Brett's getting his butthole waxed. I'm getting my pussy waxed. Maggie's getting her pussy waxed for the first time. Beth's getting her pussy waxed.
I'm a bystander.
And you're going to be vlogging.
Yeah.
And the place we found in Nashville is going to let us film and vlog. So be on the lookout. Brett is getting his butthole waxed.
Is the taint extra?
Probably. Maybe a couple bucks.
It's like a 6-inch taint.
Well, I told you I'd pay for it, so don't worry about that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
She's got the
wow.
money.
Thank you.
I've got waxing money.
She's
You're
got
well
the
off.
resources.
Yeah. Yeah. So be on the lookout for that, okay? Let's go ahead and announce Rockfucker of the Week.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Okay. Rockfucker of the Week is Jennifer Swanson.
Jennifer Swanson.
Jennifer Swanson is one of the admins of the Rockfuckers group on YouTube. She works very hard day in and day out monitoring that bitch. We love you. We appreciate you, honeys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Now, should we do two truths and a lie?
Yeah.
2 truths, 1 lie. All right.
Okay.
You go first.
Oh, shit. Okay.
You want me to go first?
No, I got
Okay.
this. I've only been pulled over one time. My dad has been on Family Feud twice. I've been shit on by a bird 3 times.
Okay, you're getting me with the numbers game.
Gotcha with the numbers.
You're trying to trick me with numbers because I know you've been shit on by a bird. But the
Okay.
fact that you said 3 times makes me question myself. I remember you talking about Alan being on Family Feud, but I don't know if it was twice or once, so you're trying to trick me. Okay? And the first one was you've been pulled over once. You're trying to trick me with numbers. I know what you're doing.
I know.
My initial guess, and this is not my final answer, so calm down.
Oh, I'm good over here.
My initial guess is that the lie is that you've been pulled over once. Because I know that I believe all those are true except for the numbers part, and you're really trying to trick me. And
What do you mean the numbers?
I believe that you have been pulled over. I believe that Alan has been on Family Feud, and I believe that you have been shit on by a bird.
3 times.
Do I know that, or is it once?
Do you need me to reread them?
Nope, I got it.
I feel like I know.
What do you
Chime
think?
in. Chime
I
in.
think it's true that you have been shit on by a bird 3 times.
Okay.
And the other 2 are false.
Well, it's
It's 2
two
truths,
truths and one
one
lie.
lie.
Oh.
Gotti.
We'll get it
And,
eventually.
and the lie is Alan's been on Family Feud 2 times.
See, I feel like that's too big of a lie. That's too big of a lie. That's too.
Should I go?
Okay, go ahead.
The lie is that you've been okay. Should I save it then, or
Huh?
because I might?
Sir?
You go first.
You're gonna
Well,
give it away.
he-
You go
He's
might
gonna
know
give
it.
it. He's gonna
Yeah.
give it away.
Okay.
What if he doesn't
I think
know
the
it?
lie is that you've been pulled over once.
Okay, and Maggie?
Family Feud 2 times.
Okay. Chelsea was right.
Oh, fuck all y'all. Fuck all y'all.
Because I've been pulled over more than once.
See, you tried to get me. You
Yeah.
tried to get me,
Well, yeah, naturally.
and I don't get got.
That you recently you have not been getting got.
You've been doing good.
Yeah, you're like a turkey right now, 3 in a row, I'm pretty sure.
I really had to dissect that one.
Oh,
I really had
yeah.
to think about that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Good thinking.
Okay.
Okay, I'm kind of nervous for yours because fuck, dude.
Well, now that I know we're playing numbers game, I'm gonna get you next time.
Chelsea, you're the one who started the numbers game, ma'am. Ma'am.
But number on every single one.
Right.
Dude, you've asked me some silly shit that I would never fucking
All right,
know.
you ready?
Hey, I need to throat there.
I used to work at a truck stop. Sardines on a saltine cracker with a little bit of mustard on top is one of my favorite snacks. And I have a large coin collection.
Those are good.
I'm gonna say, fuck, dude. I think that you've said that you've worked at a truck stop. Have you?
Don't know, have I?
Has she, Brett?
I think so.
Yeah, you've said something like that.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
on here, I'm pretty sure. Unless I'm tripping ass. Okay, the next one was that you like sardines on a cracker. Fuck,
Mustard.
dude, is it?
With mustard.
Can Maggie chime in on mine or no? No, because she would know, huh?
She knows instantly.
yeah,
what
I
it
wouldn't
is.
be able to.
Okay, I'm just gonna go with that you. Fuck, dude.
What's the
Do
lie?
you
This,
like sardines? I can't remember if you like them or not.
How large is this coin collection? Like what?
Yeah,
What's
the coins are
4
throwing.
coins?
The coins are
I mean,
throwing me off.
I'm not talking about a $10,000 coin collection or a, but I'm a good sized coin collection.
I've never heard you say nothing about a fucking coin, dude. Like, no. Like, you've never said one thing about a coin. So that would be really strange if that was the fucking truth.
Like, it can't just be leftover change that you didn't. you
It's
put in
not
a
just
bin.
spare
That's not a coin
change that
collection.
says 1989. All right, I'm just gonna fucking go with.
Which is the lie?
Is it the coin collection? What were the other ones?
I used to work at a truck stop, and sardines on a saltine cracker with mustard on top is one of my favorite snacks.
Okay, I'm just gonna say you don't do the coin collection. Final answer.
Ha! Got it!
What the fuck? Oh my gosh, you motherfucker!
I really tried
What?
to trick you here.
Well, yeah, because what is it? The sardines thing?
The truth is, I used to work at a truck stop. That is true. My aunt was the cook at a truck stop, and I was like 13,
Okay.
14, and I used to wait tables.
I remember that
Tips.
one.
I do have a coin collection, a large coin collection. I used to collect coins when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
You've never.
Like what kind of
Just-
coins?
I used to
Just
be
pennies and
just old antique coins, nothing expensive or crazy. I used to think they were really interesting, and then, in high school I thought they'd be worth millions one day.
They could be, dude.
Could be.
Gold's coming around.
Yeah.
Hey, have you talked about this before?
Never.
It costs more to make a penny
Man, you got her
than
ass.
what it's worth.
And then I actually hate sardines, but I love canned oysters on a saltine cracker.
That's
That
what
was
it
the
is.
twist.
Yeah, I knew you hated something, but I knew something on a cracker that you were eating.
I tried to trick you, and I won.
Okay, I need to start thinking more. Mother.
Maggie, did you know that?
Yeah.
I knew you knew that. Because
100%.
Ugh.
Maggie likes sardines, and I don't.
Yeah, Maggie likes.
I
them.
haven't ate sardines since I was a kid, though.
Really?
Uh-huh. I don't eat them anymore.
My dad loves those things.
I thought for sure you're gonna say you gave me a hand job on the way over here in the car.
Oh,
Did you?
he put a sock on it.
I'm so mad right now.
He put-
I'm so mad. I'm so mad right now.
I should have. Fuck, I forgot about that.
Wait, you
He
put a
put-
sock on it?
He put a
I happen to be
sock.
wearing
He
socks.
just put a sock on it, and I'm like,
Pulled it
dude,
out?
Yeah, and
Pull-
I just went like this, and he's like, oh, I could get there right now. Nutted in like seconds.
Hold on.
Which I was like, thank God now I don't have to fuck him.
Hold on. So you just popped a boner driving over here?
Well, yeah.
What-
Well, I mean, no. She put her hands down my pants.
I grabbed on it just real quick, just
And you
to
got a boner?
squeeze it. Sometimes I just like to squeeze it.
When's the last
And then-
time you nutted before this morning?
The night before.
So you're ready to nut at all times.
But I
Yeah,
didn't bone
basically.
him for like a week or so,
Okay.
which is rare.
Yeah.
Family was in town.
Yeah, that's
no,
right.
well, usually we would have anyway, but we've been not fucking as much lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been tired.
Yeah.
Sleeping on him.
Yeah.
Trying to do the afternoon delights, but
So-
she's not falling for it.
Did you take the sock off your foot, or where'd that
Yeah, it was strange.
And then you nutted in the sock? And did you
Yeah.
put the sock back on?
No.
Where's
Right
the sock
in
right
the
now?
car. Should I go get it?
Yeah,
No.
we should put it in a museum one day.
Yeah.
Sell it on eBay.
Ooh.
Somebody would buy
It's
it.
a Scooby Doo sock.
So that's
Yeah.
why you're wearing no socks right now with tennis
Yeah.
shoes.
And
So
she tried
if you
to
ever
say, like,
see a
oh, let's
guy-
just do it later, after. I'm like, no, it's already, we got to do this now.
He's like, "I'll get pre-com."
I'm gonna wet my pants.
So if people aren't always wearing socks, just know that they might have had to use it for something else.
They nutted it on the car ride over.
It's in
Yeah.
the car. Brett, can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
When we go get our holes waxed, will you wax your balls too?
I don't know. I'm going to have to watch some
Okay.
videos, see if the pain.
Chelsea saw Brett's balls right before the podcast because they were talking about the waxing, and Brett's balls hang low.
Yeah.
And it was a tight day, too. It's cold in here.
Shorty got low.
A
So
tight day.
So Paige said, "Show her your balls."
yeah,
So he
but
bent over and I saw them. They were so hairy.
Yeah.
Like I have not seen hairier balls. I don't think.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
and
I haven't
they-
shaved in like 5 years, maybe.
I can tell.
What?
I can tell.
I guess I haven't shaved my pubes in 3 years.
I can tell.
I had one yesterday. It was super long.
Well, let's have some popsicles. He had
Paige,
a
do you
pube that
trim
was
it
5.
up, though?
No trims. Sometimes I'll just like hurry up and shave the sides a little if I'm going to the beach, just because it will look like a clown almost.
Do you
it
leave
puffs
the-
out on the
Leave
side.
the fupa hair, but maybe clean up the inside near the hole and all that.
Yeah. That's
I
what I
know.
was wondering.
I don't get like hair down there.
Oh, my
Really.
Hole, my hole's
Sometimes
covered.
in the gooch,
Mine
your
too.
hole.
my
Yeah.
hole's covered.
Not the whole hole,
The
but
lips.
The lips that go down into your
Yes.
asshole, the gooch.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that's
Perineum.
a white women thing.
Huh.
Because my
Yeah.
friend did a cartwheel. Her name's Erica. She did a cartwheel one time, and I didn't know girls grew hair down their legs. And I said, "Whoa, Erica!" When she did a cartwheel, she's like, "That made me embarrassed."
Oh,
I know, I felt bad,
That was
but-
mean.
oh, my
come on.
thighs. If I don't shave, it like all runs together.
And I never knew that. Down the
Mhm.
legs on the inner thigh.
Oh yeah,
I did not know.
I don't do that.
You don't get hair there?
Mm,
I'm hairy.
Yeah.
I'm hairy.
So you're open to the balls, but you're not saying yes. You're not saying no.
Yeah, I'm open to it. It's just when she pulls them off, when she
She'll
takes my
s-
balls with the tape.
I
Maybe
think,
she'll hold on to the bottom of your balls.
yeah.
And pull it.
I'm
She's got to
interested.
pull it a certain way to do it, and it would make great content.
Yeah.
Does she put it on a table?
I don't know, but I will tell her if you need help holding any skin back,
Mhm.
anything
We're here.
on any of those three, I will be here to do that, and we'll help.
Oh,
Make like
yeah.
a tent with my scrotum sack.
Yeah.
Pin it down.
If I'll use a yardstick, hold your wiener up so your wiener's not in the way. Whatever we need to do.
Thanks. Appreciate
to
that.
get the hair gone.
Yeah. So be on the lookout for that vlog. That'll be coming up soon. Yeah.
Remember when my grandma was like, "Oh, I need something to munch on," and Chelsea said, "Well, why don't you come munch on this ass?" And
So,
then,
hold on, we gotta tell the story. So Paige and her family were going down to the Loretta Lynn Ranch, and it's a museum, and you get to tour her house and everything. And they were like, "Do you want to come with us?" I was like, "Yeah, I've always wanted to go down there." So we went to the gift shop. Everybody got snacks. The grandma said, "Hey, come over here. I need something to munch on." Talking to the grandpa because the grandpa had snacks, and I go, "Did you munch on this ass?"
What'd she say?
Just nothing.
oh, she said, "I need somebody to come munch on my bat wings."
She
And-
did.
and I was like, "Whoa!" And she's like, she calls bat wings the flappy skin under your arms. I said, "Grandma, bat wings could also be your pussy lips, like spread out."
And she was like, "Oh no, that's not what
She's
I
like,
meant."
"Wrong bat wings.
Yeah, so
Bat wings for the flappy skin on your arm."
She wanted somebody to munch on her arms.
I guess
Just she wants her bat wings gone.
Oh,
this is too much flap, maybe.
Too much flap.
Aw.
Yeah. Anyway, wow.
Where are we? Are we ready?
I think we're ready. I think everyone listening might be ready. I feel like you guys are ready. Brett, you ready?
To
Yes.
roll something?
I think you know what I think you should roll. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, and welcome to the Moo Moo commercials. Do you like busting nuts? I know you do, okay? And you guys know we've been working with adamandeve.com on this podcast for a while, and there's a reason why, okay? They know what they're talking about when it comes to busting a nut. They have been in business for decades.
The best way to get started is to go to adamandeve.com.
Want a better sex life? Want a better rubbing one out on a Tuesday night by yourself life? You got a partner you want to amp it up with? You got multiple partners all at once? Hell, we don't care what you got going on. We just want you having fun. And Adam and Eve's going to have everything you need to do that. We're talking dildos, vibrators, butt plugs. What you got?
Clit suckers, anal beads, cock rings, lube, lingerie, and much, much more.
And it's discreet shipping. So what are you waiting for? Stop waiting around. Get clicking today.
Adam and Eve is offering 50% off almost any one item and free shipping.
Just enter code VIRAL at checkout. That's VIRAL, VIRAL, at adamandeve.com. This is exclusive offer specific to this podcast, so be sure to use this code VIRAL to get your discount. 100% free shipping and get it fast with rush processing. Code VIRAL. Oh yeah! All right. And we're rolling that beautiful bean footage.
Hey, honeys. My fiance got me onto the pod. I'm still trying to get caught up, but if you want to give her a shout out, her name's Amanda Jo. I'm sure she'd love that. I'm calling because between the two of us, we have 5 kids together. Got 3 boys, 2 girls, age range from 5 to 15. We also like to have sex a lot. Like we're probably averaging about 15 times a week. But the older the kids get, they kind of stay up later and they hear some things. We try to explain that, it's normal for a couple to have sex. It's part of a healthy relationship. But we try to be as quiet as we can, and they still kind of hear it. And I don't know what to do about that. We only get 2 weekends a month alone. So I just kind of want to know your thoughts, how you feel about that. All right, love you. Bye.
Love you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that sounded like Alex.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
15 times a week.
That's a lot of fucking.
That's a lot of sex. That's a lot of clapping up in that bedroom.
I know.
Semen.
Guess my only advice would be get thicker walls or
Get some of these.
add some soundproof.
You know
foam.
those podcast foam things? Just put them all around the house.
Yeah, go on Amazon, get a bundle.
No, dude, good for them. 15 times a week. What does that equal out to a day?
A lot.
I can't even do the math on that.
2 point.
Twice a day.
2.5.
2.5, 3.
And if they take off a day, maybe 3 times one day, that's to be married and to have that many kids. They've been together a while. Fucking 15 times a week.
They made that a priority.
Yeah, that is awesome.
I mean, if I were a kid and you're just trying to sleep at night and you do hear that clapping, that could get kind of annoying, I guess, because you don't want to hear your parents up there going, oh, yeah.
Well, if you're hearing it once a month, that's the difference between hearing it 15 times a week.
Yeah.
If you're hearing it 15 times a week.
Yeah, I would clap back for sure. And
I wonder how the house is laid out. Are they upstairs?
yeah,
Can the kids hear the bed? You know what I mean? What are they hearing?
I think it's good that they're like, listen, this is a part of our relationship. This is a part of a healthy marriage. We're going to have sex. I think that's good that they're telling them that. Put in some earplugs. Put on some music. Watch some Netflix.
Yeah, if they're losing sleep over it though.
Well, hopefully it's not going on for hours. Just a quick bang.
When does it become a problem?
I don't.
Because what if they set up that mentality for that kid to be like, I need to be fucking 15 times a week when I'm older, and future boo-boo doesn't want to fuck 15 times a week?
I don't know. That's on them. I wouldn't even put that on. I wouldn't worry about that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. This is what I'm doing. I'm thinking, he said they try to be quiet. So it's not like they're up there going, oh, yeah.
But how quiet though? If it's a level of a difference.
That's what I mean. Like, what are they hearing?
They're not trying to be that quiet.
Because you can be quiet. You can
be quiet.
Have sex and be quiet.
And you don't even need to moan.
No, you don't. And the clap it, like it just depends.
Maybe they're
slither.
Maybe they're hearing the bed, or something.
Get a new mattress.
Stand up and there's weight.
Go doggy.
And just say, hey, I'm building mom a shelf.
Yeah, got a new IKEA shelf.
It's
gonna take years to build.
I'm gonna work on it a little bit each night.
But I feel like every kid experiences this.
Yeah.
I've heard my parents one time. We were in those little campers.
They were fucking in a camper
with all the kids there?
At our family reunion. So it can only fit 2 on each side. It's a tiny camper.
Who was fucking?
Well, my mom and my stepdad. So me and my friend are sleeping, and they come in drunk. They forget we're even in there.
Your parents.
And my friend wakes me up, tapping me on the shoulder, and she goes, I think that your parents are fucking.
Hold on. Was your mom going, oh, yeah, fuck me, Daddy?
They weren't, but she's going, oh, yeah. No, I wake up, though, and the camper is definitely, we're rocking and
They
we're
were-
rolling.
Yeah.
And the next day, I'm just told her, hey, we heard you
What'd she say?
guys having sex. And she goes, oh my gosh, we heard you. We didn't even know you were in there. And then we saw you moving and then stopped.
Wow.
Dude,
Yeah, Maggie's
come
right.
on.
It happens. I mean,
You're going to hear people fucking sometimes.
especially the amount y'all are fucking.
And the amount of kids you got.
Five
Somebody's gonna hear something.
What I like to do is just cover the mouth with my
Dude,
palm
come on, Ted Bundy. Chill.
on top.
Ted Bundy.
Golly.
Brett.
What?
Oh my God.
When you got to be quiet, you know.
That's forceful, though. Chill.
Jesus Christ. All right.
All right. Be careful.
Be careful and congratulations on your sex-filled marriage. Good for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And
Keep
thank
it raw.
Yes, and thank you for calling in.
Love ya.
Hey, honeys, Superstitious here. So, I truly believe that, like, after using the bathroom or whatever I'm doing, if I wash my hands 3 times, that I won't have, like, bad luck. And me and my husband were on a date the other night. And, like, I just thought that that was, like, something I needed to confess. I don't know. I just kept it inside. So I was like, do you do anything like that? And we've been together for almost 20 years. And he was like, yeah. So when people finish a sentence, I count the letters at the end of the sentence, like sentence. He counts the letters. But anyways, I didn't know I was walking around with fucking Rain Man, but I thought that was odd. But my question is, do y'all have anything y'all do like that? And another thing, my daughter rodeos. And sometimes it makes her nervous and whatnot. And she'll, get nervous. And I'll always be like, you're looking good. You're doing great. And I'll mouth like, and fuck what everybody else thinks. And it makes her laugh. And she'll say, and we're going viral.
Aw.
And I just think that's so cute. And I was telling little baby Beth in Kentucky when we came out to the show that she has a scooter that she has at the shows and stuff, and it says Tammy on the back. And I just thought that's so cute. But I just wanted to call and tell you I love you, honeys. Oh, yeah?
Love you.
Did she say Baby Beth?
Baby Beth.
That is the cutest name.
Hey, honeys. Is it superstition or is it a little bit of OCD?
I don't know. People could say it's, I don't know.
You know what I mean? If she's
Yeah.
saying I
3
have to
times.
wash my hands 3 times or I think something bad's gonna happen, that just sounds like a little bit of OCD.
Yeah, I guess I would say I don't do anything like that, but maybe like cheersing. I always tap the shot glass or whatever I'm cheersing on the counter before I drink it.
And you lock eyes.
Yeah, and I lock eyes
Yeah.
from across the room.
That's more of a superstition thing because that's like they're saying if you don't do that, it's like bad luck.
Yeah.
That is a superstition thing. I have a couple little things that I used to. It was more so in high school. I really don't do them much anymore. I do them every once in a while, but it's not like a extreme OCD. I have to do it religiously or I'll freak out type of thing. But can Maggie or Beth guess what they are?
I'm trying to think. I can't right now.
I know what you do.
Condensation.
Well, I know, yeah, you clean your condensation around your cup.
Yep.
And you also, you pick up like a bunch of chips before you find the chip that you want.
Oh, well, I think that's pretty normal.
The shirt, the flap on the shirt.
No. Here's my thing. Those are just things that bother me. Beth, you know? No. You used to do a light switch thing. I did used to do a light switch thing.
I like that we just keep guessing.
I know. I'm like, no.
I don't do that.
I don't do the light switch thing anymore. I did that in high school a lot. I would just go. It was weird. I did it with car, like turning up the air and down. I would have to turn it
The
up all the
knobs.
way and then down all the way and then up all the way and then down all the way. Like just
Huh?
yeah. And then I put it on where I wanted. It was weird. I don't do that anymore.
Uh-uh.
I did it for years. But my thing is, like, let's say Beth comes up and she'd been holding like a cold can and her hand is cold and she walks up and touches my arm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I need the other arm touched in that same spot with a cold hand as well. Now,
That's strange.
if it doesn't happen, I'm not going to freak out or nothing. but I like for it to happen.
You want
Yeah.
it to be even.
Equal.
Yes. Or if I touch something hot with my thigh, I got to turn around and touch the other thigh with it.
Mm-hmm.
Just a weird thing. Makes no sense.
Do you think you're going to have bad luck if you don't?
No. No. A matter of fact, I'll hear like over the years I've tried if I felt the cold on the arm, I would say, you don't need to. It's fine. It's not a big deal. And then once that's over, I just go on about it's not a big deal. But my brain gets almost a pleasure from it.
That's interesting.
It gets almost like a relief, just a relief. Like, I don't know. It's weird.
Well, Brett did suck on one of my nipples one time, just the left one, and then it was kind of bothering me that nipple was wet.
Yes.
And my other one wasn't. Like, it fell off. That was the first time. That's it. And I don't know.
That's kind of what that is. That's what that is.
Yeah, but even though I don't even like anything on me to be wet.
Yeah, you're weird about that.
Oh, wet socks? Hell no.
I don't think y'all have anything. Maggie, you don't have anything.
I don't think so. The only thing I can think of is like if I'm turning the TV up or the radio volume, it has to be on an even number.
Yeah.
If it's on an odd number, I
Really?
can't stand it.
Yeah.
And
But it's not a superstition. It's
Same.
more like an OCD
That's the OCD thing, and it's just the fact that if it is on an even number, it makes your brain happy.
I'm calm
Yep.
and I forget about it.
Yep.
I'm like that with that, too.
If you left it on an even, you'd be thinking about it. You'd be wanting to. Yeah.
Oh, if the kids come in and they'll turn it up to 15, I'm like, can you turn that up?
Yeah.
One more.
Yeah, I'm more of an even.
Even Steven.
Isn't it weird?
Why
the
is
shit?
that? That's
I
so
don't know.
weird.
Don't know.
Even like to have one object. Jerry came home one time and was like, I have this spoon that I took from a steakhouse. And he's like, it's cool, huh?
Well, they said
And-
he could have it. He didn't.
Yeah,
take it.
but I was just thinking, what the fuck, dude? Just one? Like, my brain
Just one.
automatically went to, I can't deal with just one spoon.
Just one.
I need a set.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Go back every night for dinner. Take
Go
a spoon.
steal another.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Weird.
Love
Brains
that
are
question.
weird, dude.
It is weird because none of it makes sense.
Comment your superstition below on YouTube or somewhere because I
Yes.
want to know people's.
Your superstition, your OCD, whatever it is, your little weird quirk that you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd love to know.
My mom can't touch paper without having lotion on her hands, which is weird.
Oh, okay.
I guess I click my big toe sometimes.
Click it.
If he gets a Jeopardy question right or anything, he'll click his toe. And I know the toe click's coming.
What?
What do you mean by toe click?
My big toe kind of gets locked up, and I have to pop it.
Okay.
And I guess whenever I get a Jeopardy question right, I pop my toe.
If he answers something or does something weird,
I hear
it's
it?
like a
Yeah.
nervous tick, and I'll go because I know it's coming.
All right, let's listen to it. Here we go.
Put the mic down by it. Put your toe up to the mic.
Put your toe up.
Yeah, I want to see
His
it.
toe up.
Here we go. Here we go. All right, that's not impressive. Getting stage fright?
It's got to be. It's got to be in the moment in a certain way, and he
Like
clicks
laying
it.
with your foot up.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Weird.
Weird things. Yeah, but thank you for calling in, honeys.
Oh yeah, I love you so much.
Hey, honeys, us here. And if you know anything about Paige or I, or if you follow us on the Instagram stories or any of that stuff, we like a morning, we have a little morning, what's it called when you, ritual that we do. I wake up, I do my mushroom coffee and all that, and I take my AG1.
And the best part about it, it's simple. You just need 1 scoop and about 8 ounces of water. You just chug, 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 and it's done. And it has like a vanilla-y taste. It's really good and really, really, really easy to get down. And we struggle getting things down, but AG1 will never be one of them.
You guys know the shrimps sing wherever I go, and you know what I'm talking about. Bubble guts. I used to, it didn't even have to be shrimp. I could eat anything, and those bubble guts were singing the blues, baby. Okay? Not anymore. AG1 has probiotics in it to help all those shrimps calm down, So I better know what you're thinking. Chelcie, what is this stuff, though? What is AG1? Listen, with one delicious scoop of AG1, you're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food sourced ingredients, probiotic, and it helps you start your day off right.
Come on, y'all. It costs less than $3 a day. Plus, you're investing in yourself and your health. Do better.
It's cheaper than buying all those supplements individually.
Athletic Greens has over 7,000 five-star reviews.
That's a lot of happy people. Right now, it's time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with convenient daily nutrition. It's just one scoop in a cup of water every day. That's it. No need for a million different pills and supplements to look out for your health. To make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packets with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/viral. Again, that's athleticgreens.com/viral to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance.
Hi, honeys. OG Rockfuckers here.
Don't forget them goats, baby. Got to share them goats.
No, the goats.
But I'm going to tell you something. I got a story to tell my girls. Also, I just want to say I appreciate you both and truly adore and love you both and
So
think
much.
that you guys and this podcast are doing the damn thing because you have explained so much.
You get me through my days. I feel like I'm hanging out with friends even when I'm just washing the dishes
Amen.
and my sorrow's away. But anyway, my best friend Drew here has got a story to tell you that I told him that it reminded me of the Rockfucker story, and we got to call y'all. So here it goes.
Okay, so listen. Yeah. All right. So there was this man. Okay, so
Just 2 minutes.
Let's start over. So there's Grindr, right? You should know the gay app
They
Grindr. Okay, I'm pretty sure they know. And there was this gentleman that was nice and good looking, decent, clean, all the STDs and stuff checked and everything good, clean. And so I go over to his place and he's like, all right, let's do the damn thing. And I'm like, all right, fine. He's like, can I top you? And I said, all right, fine, no problem. And I do the bottoming thing. And then he brings the thing out, and it's not
Tina.
It's not so big. It's not so big. So at that point, I'm respectful to enough. I'm like, oh, nice, And the short version of the story is it was about 3 inches, and he tried fucking me, and it didn't go in the booty hole. It never entered it. It just my ass cheeks are so thick back there. Look at God.
Yeah.
That he fucked my ass cheeks, and he got off. And then he was like, did everything go well? And I was like, yeah, it felt great. And I didn't feel like I should tell him. I felt bad. So I wanted to know y'all's opinion. Like, have you experienced this, or did I do the right thing?
Love you. Bye.
Love y'all, bye, honey.
Love y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love them.
Hey, shout out to gay sex, man.
And Grindr, cool.
Dude,
I've never experienced it.
Poppers.
the fact that he asked afterwards, did everything go well?
I would say yeah for you.
I would never have sex with someone and go, did everything go well? Did everything go
Did
well?
you have fun?
He's a cheek fucker.
Stop. Hey, I think that says something good about your ass. Ass cheeks. That's kind of like the male equivalent of titty fucking.
Yeah.
If they're that thick when you're bent over, I mean,
good for you.
yeah.
Good
If you
for
don't
you.
don't ever want cum in your actual ass, use them cheeks.
Use them cheeks. I wouldn't have said anything, but I know you were really wanting to get it in, though. That's the thing. He had a great time. You were just getting your skin rubbed on.
He took one for the team.
You took one for the team. I personally wouldn't have said anything. If he asked me, so did everything go well? I wouldn't have been like, well, you rubbed your dick on my ass cheeks.
Yeah, I'm raw. I'm chafing.
I just would have said, yeah, it's great. You know?
Yeah, you don't ever have to get your cheeks rubbed again. Just, next.
Yeah.
Keep swiping.
Next. Keep swiping. And yeah, that's hilarious. That is the equivalent of titty fucking. And I know some dudes can titty fuck because they got those. Some dudes have titties.
Just get KY jelly.
Oh yeah, you can use that for anything.
Mm.
Ass cheeks.
KY jelly, the smell,
What gets me is he didn't know he wasn't in the hole.
I'm sure
Those
he
are
did.
tight.
It probably just wouldn't go because it's not long enough, and he didn't.
You're
wanna
already
be
back
like,
there.
He didn't want to be like,
It won't go in.
it won't go in because it's not big enough. So he probably just faked it.
Bless his heart.
You know,
Yeah.
he had to have known it was
I
not in the
know.
fucking hole.
Well, if you
Well-
only have a 3-inch dick, it's going to be hard to get through some thick cheeks.
And a guy fucked a thigh and a rock and thought it was a pussy.
Right.
So when you're horny and in the moment and you're just going to town, you just don't know.
Because this is actual skin.
These dudes out here just don't know what they're fucking.
Plus, trying to find the hole's really hard sometimes. I feel like that's like half the
I'll
battle.
never understand that.
Oh,
The hole's
Amy.
right there.
It's right.
My hole's deep,
It's right
wide,
there.
it's huge.
I have to aim him all. He's
Amy.
like, hey, can you aim me? I'm like, sure.
Amy.
I'm
Amy.
sick of being Amy.
Amy.
Freaking annoying, dude. Don't want to play darts.
I feel like that's just being lazy, Brett.
I know.
I
Aim
try.
yourself.
It just slips.
The fact that he can't find the hole.
Still,
Brett.
Something's
it's
wrong.
not like it's a different hole.
I know. I'm like, have you always been like this? And
And
you're
she
just
had-
like, I just can't find it.
She's got the littlest pussy in the world.
I know.
Come try to find my
Yeah.
hole.
Easy.
You'd
No,
be
just kidding.
you'd be lost for your whole life.
Corn maze.
Yeah.
There's so many lips and
Folds.
and fupas and I mean
it's
she's
great.
oh thank you,
Uh-huh.
appreciate that.
We saw it.
Well, you'll see when it gets waxed on her vlog.
Yeah, so where were we?
Oh yeah, I think we're ready for the next call. Yeah, hit it and quit it.
Hey, honeys, lady with a foot fetish here. I've called in like 3 times, and I've just been gabbing so much about feet that I've gone over time, so I'm going to try and keep it concise. But I'm a lady with a foot fetish, and I just think that, it's not just guys that like foot fetishes, and it's totally, like, not creepy, like, and, I mean, some people take it pretty far, but, like, for me, I am pretty tame about it, but, like, I want your feet to be clean, like, get out of the shower, scoot your feet on the bath mat to the bathroom, and like, I don't know. I think the appeal of feet is just that they're kind of a unique body part, just like the hands, or like if you like eating ass, it's like everybody is attracted to kind of like different things. And it's just like inherent, that's the way I would describe it. And also like, scent plays a role as well. Like I'm a big scent person. I like kind of like the musk that like is there on the feet, but also just, it's just like somebody's hands and like maybe wanting to kiss their hands or like massage their hands or their shoulders or arms, And I'll just tell you a couple stories. I've like had a guy like worship my feet like while I've had like pantyhose on, and that feels incredible. Like do some stuff with pantyhose on, it feels amazing. And rubbing my feet all over his face and stuff, and he loved that. I've also had my pussy fucked by someone's foot, and that was super hot, definitely like a fantasy. And lastly, I just wanted to say about the woman who called in about her partner and like jacking off and stuff. I would just encourage people who have partners that have foot fetishes, like if you're not totally like comfortable or like you're not super familiar with it, like learn about it, and like that's really going to make that person's day. And like if I were in a relationship, I would want that person to like really just like embrace it and like do whatever's comfortable for them, but like just try and like be creative about it and like, encourage it, because it really makes, sex fulfilling to like kind of branch out a little bit and incorporate your partner's fetishes. So thank you guys so much. I love your podcast, and I can call in again if you have any questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I love her, and she's a foot fetish gal. Almost said guy.
She's sweet.
gal, we found
cares.
one.
She cares about feet feelings. She said that feet are just, or hands are just like your feet, but I've never fucking stepped in dog shit with my hands.
Oh, I've gotten some nasty shit on my hands.
Oh, because you have to wipe
Paige,
Chili's
you
ass.
play with your clots.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's true.
And Greg has fucked me with his toe before.
I remember
Ooh,
you
he
saying
has
that.
that.
He used to love to do that, but never in a sexual way. He never got
Y'all
off
said
to it.
y'all would do it on the couch.
Yeah,
Ooh.
never in a sexual. We'd be like laying on the couch, and when your legs are kind of intertwined, and he would just, stick it up there.
Slip that
Just
toe
like
up.
if he, if the toe got cold or something, he'd just put it in there.
Think of all this toe jam.
I know.
Ooh, and Greg's toes.
Oh God, I wouldn't let him put the nasty toe in there. He's got a nasty toe and he has a regular toe.
Keep that nasty one away.
Toe up.
Toe up.
It's toe up.
Oh, damn.
No, I definitely feel like there's different levels of
Kinks.
foot kinks and like foot fetish, because I know we've talked about a lot of the extreme. I think most people have a foot fetish, just love to suck on the toes. They love to, like that. I feel like that's pretty normal. But like when we had that caller about that teenage girl and that guy like made up a lie about owning a shoe business, like come on, man.
If you start lying,
He's
then,
an extreme.
Yeah.
That's an extreme fucking foot guy.
Mhm. If you have to lie and do weird shit like that, then maybe you're taking it too far.
But I agree. I like her advice. Like, even if you're not comfortable with it or it seems weird to you, just start slow and don't make your partner feel like, they're dumb or they're nasty or whatever. Just venture out, dude. You may realize that you like it, or you may realize that it'll open a box of other stuff, or
Yeah, maybe something you didn't even know about yourself.
yeah.
You might know that you like pinky toes.
Right. You may not have been a full foot person, but you love the pinky. And you would have never known if you didn't explore.
Do your research.
You know what I'm saying? For real.
Because even if somebody's like never done anal might be weird to other people, but I feel like there's so many anal fetish people.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
big time.
So a lot of women don't do that. They branch out. People will ask us all the time anal questions, or they're branching out.
Just branch out is what we're saying here.
Mm-hmm.
Be like a lobster.
Just and be like a lobster, like Brett was saying earlier. Be like a lobster.
Just grow.
Just grow and live 100 years.
Do lobsters live 100 years?
Yeah.
That's what he was saying.
Yeah.
Sometimes 160. They can get up to.
They really don't die unless they're
160.
killed.
Caught.
Or old age. They don't get
I
cancer.
didn't realize they didn't. How they lived that long.
Yeah.
So Beth just Googled it, says 10 to 40 years they live.
Oh my gosh.
What?
And
No,
Maggie
that's the
said
weight.
160.
Hold on.
Wait.
Hold
they
on.
live to 100.
Maggie, where'd you get 160?
Listen, you know that guy.
Listen.
You know that guy on TikTok? He catches them.
Yes.
And I like watching those videos. He caught one the other day, and he goes, "This guy's about 160. I'm going to throw him back."
Mm-hmm. I think I saw that.
And it was like a big old black
What
lobster.
if he was talking about the weight?
I just Googled it, Beth. It does say the maximum age attained it can be 100 years old.
Is Beth on safari or?
This one said they caught one in December 2009, weighed 20 pounds, and was 140 years old.
Well, Beth is looking on.
Use your best judgments.
Do your own research. No.
Well, and like I always say, who knows?
Who knows, dude? Who knows if even reading the rings around trees is how old they are? That could all be a lie.
Exactly.
Wives' tale.
Exactly.
Did you know it's wives' tale?
What'd you think it was? White's tail?
Wise.
Wise tail. No, it was it's wives.
Okay, I was just checking.
I didn't
Huh?
know that. What? It's wives' tail. What'd you think it was?
Wise.
No.
My whole
Well,
life, I
yeah.
thought it was wise, and I've been saying wise tail.
And you thought a queef came from the ass.
Oh,
What is
Bubble.
going on?
I know, life's a big lie.
You don't know. That just shows you don't know nothing
You don't
about nothing.
Exactly.
know.
And I've always said that.
My mind's blown right now.
Wives' tail.
Wives? Like
Wives,
Oh.
because I guess the wives used to just talk amongst
gossip.
each other. Yeah,
Wives, they're telling tales. Wives' tale.
it's
That was
interesting.
Wise tale.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I found out about 10 days ago, so I'm pretty new.
Maggie's the person that thinks a row of chairs is called a roll of chairs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
She said yeah.
And
That's
brawls.
And a brawl is called a brawl.
But I have to say it because that's just what it is to me.
yeah.
So
when
I'm
we
going to
were at
say
your
wise
show-
tale
Wise tale.
for the rest of my life.
When we were at your show, she's like, "What role are we in?"
I
I'm
know.
Like,
I know.
fuck.
I know.
What do y'all call it? Row?
A row.
I can't.
It
doesn't
Maggie.
register.
Hold on. Maggie. A row of ducks.
And a ciabatta roll.
And a ciabatta roll. Maggie will say a roll of ducks.
That's cute.
Roll your boat.
Is
Maggie-
it cornrows or corn rolls?
It's rows, but Maggie will call them rolls.
Corn rolls.
Corn rolls.
That one gets me sometimes.
Yeah, that's kind of 50-50 though.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever told this story on the pod, but real quick, this was years ago. Lola and Liv were little. Maggie called me once. And she goes, every time I make Kool-Aid, it comes out watery. How do I get it not so watery? And I said, aw. I go, don't put so much water in it. She goes, but I fill it all the way to the top. And I go, what you filling up? Are you filling up?
I remember this.
Are you filling up a coffee mug or a 5-gallon bucket?
A Gatorade bucket.
What you filling up?
How do I put less water in this?
Just put less water in it. So I'll never forget that.
Was she not adding the sugar?
No, you know, like the tea
Yes.
jugs. I was filling it all the way up. I thought you had to, and then I started filling it halfway up, and I was mind blown.
Yes, Maggie.
I was like, "You can do that?"
Oh yeah, you can do whatever.
Yeah.
Damn. I didn't know it would make that much of a difference, though. I just thought it was the amount of sugar that you put in that.
It was
sucker.
the watery.
Because some of those packets come with sugar. You don't have to add sugar.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Some do now, right? I think so.
I haven't bought Kool-Aid
I
probably
can't remember.
since then.
Because I remember thinking you just had to add the packet, and I stirred it, and I was like, what the fuck? It tasted disgusting. I didn't know you had to add freaking 12 cups of sugar.
Yeah, it's not good for you.
It's not looking good.
And then one time she called me and she, dead serious, asked me how to make grilled chicken.
Oh.
And I was
boy.
like, well, you just
Grill it.
grill it up. You just grill it up.
I
I'm
kind of don't
still
know how.
learning.
I know.
I still literally have
Maggie.
no idea what I'm doing in the kitchen.
Oh.
Maggie, it's so cute though. If you cook something good, Lola will always tell me, she's like, Mama made dinner the other night and it was so good.
I feel bad
Aw.
because they don't know any better.
She's proud of you when you cook something good because she'll tell me. She's like,
That's
it was
cute.
it was really good. Yeah.
Aw.
Because she knows.
Uh-huh. She knows.
She knows the struggle.
And I can always tell when it's not good because they won't
Yeah.
eat
Yeah.
a lot of it. And they like to eat. Like, they usually eat a lot.
And not too long ago, I had said something about you not being a good cook. You weren't even there. And she goes, hey, she's gotten better.
stood up
She's
for
gotten
you.
better.
Stood up for your meals.
And I go, she has. You're right. She goes, she's gotten really good. I go, yes, you're right.
Me and Lola are learning together.
Yeah.
Maggie's favorite meals that I've heard her say is lasagna, frozen lasagna. That was like a number one. And that's actually it.
Yeah.
I just make it a lot because it's easy.
Oh, yeah. And it's good.
What's
It
your
is.
favorite meal
I make a lot of spaghetti. My favorite meal is probably pot roast.
that you cook?
And my roasts are usually pretty
They're
good.
good.
You can't fuck that up, though.
You just put a piece of meat in a crock pot and throw
Right.
some spices on there and put the lid on.
You guys should have a pot roast competition. And we'll all be blindfolded and we'll try your guys's. I'll test the potatoes, the carrots.
That would make for a good after
Mhm.
meal, though.
Don't tell us whose pot roast is whose.
Okay.
Mhm.
Chelsea's going to win.
Maybe not. What if I don't?
You'll throw in some gravy or something.
What if
Just good on Pinterest.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that idea.
Fun.
All right. We are ready for that next call.
Boom, boom, boom.
Hey, honeys, me here. Okay, so with the sad passing of Jerry Springer, I thought I would call in and tell you guys a little funny story. So my dad is actually a boss at his company, and one day a few years back, this guy comes in asking for a job. So he gets back there, he's in the middle of his interview, and he goes, if you give me a job, I'm not going to be able to start for a couple weeks because I have to go on Jerry Springer. And my dad's like, well, why are you here wanting a job if you're going on Jerry Springer? And he's like, it'll make me look better, like I need a job, yada, yada. He's, bullshitting with my dad, blah, 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 blah. My dad's like, all right, I'll make you a deal. If you come back in a couple of weeks and you show me that you went on Jerry Springer and you shout me out, I'll give you a job. So, a couple of weeks pass by, whatever, and he comes in and he's like, hey, you still got that job for me? My dad's like, well, did you shout me out on Jerry Springer? And the dude pulls up the video and he's like, yeah, I did. And he went on there and Jerry asked him if he has a job. And the guy goes, yeah, I have a job. I got a job, Jerry. Thanks, Mike Bell. And my dad gave him the job, and from there on out, that story my dad tells everywhere. He tells to everybody that comes and get a job, every party he's been to. I've been in a bar 2 booths down from people talking about it. Like, it's just a funny story that my dad tells everybody, and it's kind of known in his little town that he works in. So I just thought I'd call in and say that funny story for you guys. So get over there and lick your sister's pussy.
I love it.
Get over
Dude,
there.
if I interview a guy and he says, hey, I can't start for 2 more weeks because I'm going on Jerry Springer, that motherfucker's hired.
Hired.
Oh, yeah.
And clout goes a long way.
Oh.
He got a shout out on Jerry Springer. Shout out to Mike Bell. Now he's here.
Mike Bell. Let's give shout outs to Mike Bell.
If your name's Mike, shout out to Mike's.
Shout out, you guys. That's awesome.
The fact that he actually did it.
I know.
Went through with the freaking...
Dude, he was on stage at Jerry Springer thinking, I got to get a job I got to have this job when I get back.
Yeah, he really wanted it.
I got to get this job.
I love that he went 2 weeks before.
I know.
He's probably like, if they call, can you say I've been working here for at least over a month?
That's funny. I love that whole town is still talking about it. We kind of have that in our hometown. We have a little thing. I get what that's like because Terry Bradshaw, the football guy, Terry Bradshaw, moved to Thackerville, Oklahoma when I was in high school, maybe junior high.
Yeah.
For what?
Just because, and you got to understand, there's nothing in Thackerville. And at the time, now we have the world's largest casino. Back then, the casino was not built, so there was nothing there. We had no stoplights, no restaurants, nothing. And so he just said that he was looking at properties around the Dallas area. We're about an hour north of Dallas, and he found a bunch of land, and he goes, he drove to Thackerville and fell in love with it. So I was in high school, he was on Jay Leno, and he had said, I just moved to Thackerville, Oklahoma, and our town still talks about that.
Mm-hmm.
We still talk about that. When it came out on Jay Leno and we went to school, the school was freaking going nuts for days.
Because you got that big shout out on Jay Leno.
Thackerville, Oklahoma.
Town went wild.
The town went berserk. So I get what that's like. That's exciting, you know?
I used to love on American Idol when the contestants would go back and, back to their hometown. They'd have parades and, I mean, there's not much excitement, so.
You know what we got to do? Next time we find out about a parade, we got to have a float in it.
They have some crazy floats that looks like they're walking now.
Because can't you, buy in?
We can't compete, dude.
What do you mean?
We're going to need the rock fuckers' help.
Oh, to build it?
Yeah, let's get in the Macy's Day Parade.
Stop.
Nothing that big.
Nothing that big. I'm talking about a little local town homecoming.
All right.
Yeah.
But how funny would that be to build a float?
And just to go.
And just
sit on it.
And throw out candy?
Oh, I would love that.
I haven't been to a parade like that in, I can't remember when.
They have them in Duchesne all the time.
Beth said there's a 4th of July parade coming. That's too soon. I need time to think about that. And I don't want to do it in the summer.
We could go join the
Thanksgiving parade.
Parade in Utah, Duchesne. It's not a long stretch.
They do a parade? We're going.
I've thrown candy multiple times. Okay.
We're going.
Do you want to do it for a holiday or just whenever?
Doesn't matter.
Because we got to think of our float design.
Yeah. Does not matter. Let's just be brainstorming this.
Just a big shrimp.
But I think it would...
Or big corn in the cob.
And it says the viral podcast.
We have to do a shrimp float.
Shrimp or corn on the
with
cob.
With all those little legs.
It could be like a cocktail, and then we could be all the shrimps dancing up
or we
at
could
the top.
Have a shrimp on one side and a corn on the other side of it.
And just says the viral podcast real big.
Shrimps are singing, and we'll all be up at the top in our shrimp outfits singing.
There's all kinds of music. There's country, rock, and pop.
And we'll throw out little shrimp candies.
Oh, man.
In my small town, dude, they would not know what to do. They'd go, what the hell is going on?
We'll work so hard on this float and spend so much money on this float. To go to A to B is 3 minutes and 100 people see it.
The whole town shows up.
Really?
And in any other place, we're not going to be really... Our float's not going to be such a big thing. We're really going to shine in Duchesne. I know the mayor.
Your brother-in-law can help us build it.
Hey, Brady.
Brady, if you're listening. I know Jasmine's listening.
We need you for the shrimp.
Dude, let's do this.
Okay. Let's go.
All right. Putting it into existence. Thank you for calling in, honeys.
Hey, this is Paige's dad, Alan, and I'm here to tell you about the other daughter's, Chelsea's, Patreon. Want to see her tits? Because I know you do. Well, now you can. For only 16 cents a day, that's right, $5 a month, you can see more of Chelcie and Tammy than you ever thought possible. There's currently over 30 episodes of Tammy Bangs on there, exclusive vlogs that are so raunchy, she couldn't post them anywhere else. I watched them and they gave me a boner. And guess what? Mukbangs 2, only posted on Patreon. And Slits Only, exclusive mini viral podcast episodes posted every Friday. Woo! Giveaways and much, much more. She really busts her big ass over there on Patreon. So go support the splurge. To subscribe, look up Chelcie Lynn on Patreon. Or you can find the link by going to her Instagram. The link is in the bio. Whoa, yeah!
Love you.
Hey there, 2 inches of dangling fury here.
Is that a fart?
Sorry, I'm stoned and trying to go to bed. Anyways, I was just wondering, how do you guys like your nipples? Like, do you like them? The puffy nipples? Like, I have puffy nipples and I hate them. Like, I just wish I had normal nipples. I'm for real. Can you please answer me? Because I really want to hear it on the podcast. I'm a big fan. Babe, say the whole yeah.
Oh, yeah. He said, babe, say the whole yeah.
Bye-bye.
Oh, my God.
He goes, bye-bye.
That's cute.
That's hilarious.
Puffy nipples are fine. Just embrace them.
I don't think there's a nipple I've seen that I don't think is fine. I will say men, from what I've experienced, do not like having puffy nipples. Greg has puffy nipples. He hates them. He's embarrassed. He never wants to take off his shirt. Russ has puffy nipples.
He has pacifiers. Russ has passies.
Oh,
It's kind of pointy.
He's outdone the puff.
He tapes them down, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he?
Just to control him. Yeah, because he's self-conscious about it. But I said, dude, all nipples are good. They're just nipples.
100%. Agree.
Guys aren't liking them.
Guys don't like puffy nipples on themselves. From what I'm sure there's some dudes out there that don't mind or love them, but Greg's always been self-conscious of his. I'm like, who cares? It's just
I don't think twice about puffy nipples.
Same. About any nipple.
Any nipple. I like to see nipples actually through a shirt. I don't like when people wear bras.
Yeah. On a guy? You like
On
to see
anybody.
nipples? Oh,
It doesn't matter. I don't ever look at a nipple and think, oh, that's huge, that's small. It's just a nipple.
I agree. For real.
Yeah.
Aren't bras like bad for you or something?
What do you
I
mean?
hear I hear that just the straps, it could cut off some blood circulation.
I don't wear mine that tight. I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I prefer no bra.
Yeah.
Too,
Okay. Interesting.
on the women.
Men don't wear bras, Brett.
Well, Russ tapes. Is that a form of
I told him just get a sports bra. You're wasting so much tape.
Russ wearing a sports bra? Stop.
I can see him doing that.
And then he has to rip off. He calls it titty tape.
Oh, he rips it off.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Russ.
Yeah, and shout out to all the puffy nipples.
Shout out to all the big nipples, little nipples, inverted nipples. Just learned about that one. Puffy nipples. If you are someone,
Unilateral.
yes, with a puffy nipple or any kind of nipple, and you are self-conscious, don't be.
Rub your nipples right now and look down at them and say, oh, I love you. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Even the ones with braille.
Yeah,
braille marks.
yeah. Got some of those.
Braille and hair.
So, embrace yourself, honeys. We love all nipples.
Maggie, do nipples turn you off ever? Or
I'm gonna not answer.
You don't, oh God.
what is it? Come
She
on.
doesn't
What,
want to
you
see
don't-
man nipples.
You don't like certain nipples? You don't like puffy nipples?
Not if they're just regular puffy, but if a dude has big nipples, big titties, it's gross. To
Like
me.
the actual boob or the nipple?
I mean, I feel bad for saying that because I don't mean it's gross. It's just not.
Tighten them up.
I don't know.
Okay. Maggie doesn't like puffy nipples. Don't tell Greg that. He'll be even more self-conscious. Oh, you guys talking about my nipples?
Damn, dude. We just told everyone.
Well, I mean, if you got puffy nipples, you probably just need to build your pecs so they won't be as puffy. So just
He's always had, even when he was like real big and muscular in college, and he just always had them.
Are they cones?
I need to post a picture of them.
Post a side view.
I'm trying to remember. I think they're a little coney, aren't they?
They're a little coney.
Little Coney O'Briens.
Yeah. I'll ask him for a picture. Can you imagine
Let's
me?
start calling him
Coney
Coney O'Brien.
Do not.
Okay, I
If I
won't.
text him and be like, baby, can you send me a couple pictures of your nipples from different angles? He's literally going to be like, why?
And then he sees them posted.
He sees oh, you got to tell him you're posting them.
I'm
Yeah.
texting him right now.
Don't do his nipples like that.
I said, hi, baby.
see, I don't think Greg has bad nipples at
I don't
all.
either.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I feel like he has good nipples.
No, and not like Greg's nipples. Greg's aren't what I'm really talking about. Like, I don't know. I'll have to find a picture and show y'all.
You're talking about the pacifiers. No?
I don't know what
like
that.
the ones on Scary Movie
Long. They're sticking out long.
too.
Maybe.
Listen, I just texted Greg. Can you please send me a couple photos of your nipples from different angles? Let me see what he says.
Say I'm gonna post them.
He's going to go, I'm at work, baby.
I know. I'll come back to it in a minute. I'll come back and see what he says.
Yeah.
So.
And if not, in a minute, next pod.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Well, thank you for calling in, honeys. I'm glad that you're high and listening to the pod and you guys are having a good time.
Your laugh made our day, too.
Yes. Love you.
Yeah.
This is the last call.
Oh, it's the last call, right?
Right.
Hey, honeys. Hi here. I like liquor and whores. Liquor and whores. Cigarettes and dope and mustard and bologna. Liquor and whores. I love you all, and thanks for what you do for everyone. Bye.
Love you.
Aw, that was so sweet, and I love that little song.
Is that a real song?
I don't know.
Liquor and hole.
It's got to be. That rolled off the tongue too good.
Yeah, there's no way she made that up.
No.
How do people know songs like that, dude? That's so trippy.
I mean, we know songs like that. You know?
Which one, though?
Like there's a skeeter on my Peter, whack it off.
Oh, yeah.
That one. Go ahead and sing that, bro.
I sing that to the kids and they get
There's a
mad.
skeeter on my Peter, whack it off. There's a skeeter on my Peter, whack it off. There's a skeeter on my Peter. There's a skeeter on my Peter. There's a skeeter on my Peter, whack it off.
Woo! Hey,
His
Brett.
coach sent that who actually ended up getting in trouble
Yeah.
for being creepy with the kids.
Oh,
taught them
no.
that song.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Of
stop.
course.
We didn't know he actually liked it when we were
Oh
singing it.
no, Brett, you did good. Good job.
Thanks.
Good
Yeah.
job, Brett.
Good times.
Hey, can I just say, I had fun this podcast.
Great times, great vibes, great people, great listeners. We thank you all so much. Don't forget to check out our monthly merch drops, our Instagram, the
Follow us
Viral Podcast. Just follow us and clickety-clack.
And just help us take over the world.
We couldn't do it without you, for real.
Literally.
In the comments that say just commenting to help take
I
over
know,
the world,
they're all over the place.
it's the best.
It helps out.
Oh, yeah.
Interacting helps out. So
Mhm.
we
And it
appreciate
also helps you out to get Rock Fucker of the Week. So thank you for being here, and we should see you next week. And don't forget to give us a call at 442-777-3331. And always remember that you are doing great.
You are looking good, and fuck what everybody else thinks.
Get ready. We're going viral. Get ready. We're going viral.
Oh, I gotta pee.
I gotta pee so
Oh
bad.
my gosh, me too. I was shoving my heel in my pussy.